You are live. All right. Let's see. Oh, man. Let's see what this got into. Oh, nice. I kept it. Cool. All right. Your channel. Let's see what the live stream's looking like. Nice. Oh, almost a 1.1. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. And live on X. Yep. Need to talk more. Can't hear it until I'm actually the delay is killer because that one doesn't line up. But Twitch is live, so there we go. Yeah. Twitch is good. I can basically hear myself in real time. I don't have to wait until I say something again to make sure I actually have audio. Alrighty. So streams are looking okay. Good job, StreamYard. And let's get into Skool numbers. Alrighty. Yeah, so activities, profile. Yesterday at 71. Not bad, not bad. Skool activities from yesterday. Wow, yesterday was the 16th. Crazy. 71. Not 124. That's quite a bit. Oh, whoa. That calculated that really fast. Cool. All right, so that is Skool numbers for activity. Then members. Slowing down a little bit. Slowing down. Where are we at? Settings, metrics. Yesterday had, wow, 522. Okay. Not a lot of Skool activity today, I guess. That's all. No video. I guess maybe I'm used to the Friday spike. I usually get a video out by like Thursday, so didn't get one done yesterday, unfortunately. But that's okay. I might try to get one this weekend. We'll see. And then YouTube. What's the YouTube numbers looking like? Analytics. Not bad, not bad. Creeping up on 1100. So then audience size and growth, subscribers. Yesterday I had 1095. 1095. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, the midweek always has a bit of a bump. And I'm guessing, I mean, this is more, since it's not entertainment based, so then I could say probably because it's more business based, then it would peak in the midweek where nobody wants to really work on a Monday or a Friday. So those are probably less productive days in general. So by Tuesday, Wednesday night, that's when things start picking up. So that would make sense. All right. Casual Friday stream. Let's go. We'll see. Probably won't be a super long one. I got getting a late start. I still got to actually jump to some other stuff probably. So, like usual, still have too many projects going on. Had a late start with the newsletter, but got that done. Took a little longer than expected, but that's okay. Where are we at? But we got it done. We got it done. Need to fix this. These half-baked projects. All right. Pretty good though. I forgot to. I'll have to fix that. Forgot to do my links. But more podcasts. This used to be like the podcast newsletter. Then it kind of became the AI newsletter. So a little bit of both. Usually AI and podcasts. The podcasts I've not been doing much lately, but now it's coming back. But I did get some Wave work done the other night. And that's why I was going to actually try to get done this weekend as well. Get some more Wave stuff. I've got a lot of the screens done for Wave. I kind of mapped out the database schema for payments. So then the last thing here was just to try to get these payments then connected to Stripe. So that's what I was doing the other night, trying to actually get the Go services connecting to the Stripe SDK. Gemini was very helpful in pointing out that I should probably make sure that those services create products on the Stripe side first. That way, if in the process of the API that something messes up, that the Stripe side of things, like the Stripe product gets created and then I can always go back and fix the Wave database side of things because I have more control over that. So either way, it doesn't really matter, but probably more treating Stripe as like the system of record as opposed to the Wave database, which I think makes sense. Like Stripe's handling all the payments, they're going to handle like the product and pricing for the transactions. So I think it makes sense to kind of do that. I mean, I guess it's a little scary, I guess, maybe to have third party be source of truth, but for payments, that's fine because I'm letting them handle credit cards and all that stuff. So I think that'll work. Then I just kind of have a backup of how to process those products. And I mean, then it gives, because I guess essentially on the Wave side of things, that leaves the Wave database, I guess, as an abstract for whatever the product layer would be. So I think it works. So yeah, that was the Stripe first thing. So I covered my Wave stuff. The DevSync podcast was finally got that done on Monday. Going back to the these stats, man, like this one podcast is getting a lot of mileage. Because I remember hearing those stats. I was like, oh well, if you can make it past 3 episodes, you're already in the top 10% of podcasts because most podcasts die after 3 episodes. So already in the top 10. Then if you can make it to 21 episodes of a podcast, you're already in like the top 1% of podcasts because most people don't make it that far. So now being in top 1%, obviously then you're just like, you still you have some way tough competition at that point because now you're getting into like all the celebrity podcasts and all that. So yeah, climbing up through the top 1% would be a lot of work, but still pretty cool. I mean, it still just increases your chances and shows that like you're a little bit more serious. But yeah, it took us a year to get to episode 11. I remember even talking about it last year. Like, oh man, next episode's episode 11. It's a big milestone. And we didn't get there, but we did a year later. So it finally happened. So DevSync podcast, if you haven't heard enough of me talk, then go over there and listen to me talk on that one. So there we go. But it was a good one. But that actually has more people. Actually, I don't know if I should reveal, but some people that show up in this stream are also in that podcast. So I'll give that option to him if he wants to reveal that or not. But yeah, podcast, good stuff. Episode was live on Monday. Then tracking my YouTube numbers, what I basically do on here anyway. Was just kind of noticing like I did the PDF to data video, so we were extracting data from PDFs into Monday.com. So I got a video about that for a n8n workflow that will use the PDF extractor node. So the extract from file node in n8n, that gets the text, and then you need to use GPT to then reshape that text into the actual data format that's expected for a Monday.com node to update columns. So that's all that did, which is pretty cool. Seems to be working pretty well, which is good. And then I was also noticing that my nano banana attempts are trending down. I mean, again, there's a lot of variability here, and I mean, I guess there's always a lot of variability. That's kind of the tricky thing with YouTube. But like the first one, I think I just kind of caught the wave, and I had a lot of face. Like this is a pretty clean thumbnail as far as just like changing my shirt and then having a nice picture of a person, and then just having something simple like make it yellow. So I probably should have really followed more of that format. I kind of tried to, but it started getting complicated where it's like, okay, well, I want to show that you can use Nano Banana to combine a bunch of elements together. And so it got kind of convoluted. And then this one I was trying to go back to something much simpler, try to imitate more of that, which it did kind of get more views than the other one. But it's trying to like compound Nano Banana terminology and then hopefully clean thumbnail. Yeah, then my last one, I like kind of took a different approach and not a lot of activity on that one. So that's all right. I'll get to 4,000 views, 4,000 watch hours eventually. I've hit like whatever, a crazy amount, 35,000, 40,000 views, something like that. Hit a good amount of views on the channel though. So these streams actually are they're getting probably like 40 to 50 views per stream. So the stream views are adding up, which I think helps. I mean, I think it's activity, so it's something. But I don't know, just trying to kind of document what's going on in this YouTube growth slowly but surely. I forget, vidIQ has these somewhere where it'll tell me kind of like my overall, my monetization we're getting there. Monetization, I'm over 1,000 subscribers, which is cool. And then I'm at over 1,500 watch hours, which is good. So more than a third of the way there. And then coding is on the rise. Okay. Vibe coding trending up. Let's see. What were my achievements? Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I just saw that not too long ago that I had a 40,000 view achievement. So we've hit 40,000 views on the channel. So that's cool. So that's collectively. So that's something. But anyway, just kind of noticing my Nano Banana trend. 500 members in the Skool, which is crazy. That's awesome. I haven't posted in there. I probably need to do that actually to celebrate that we hit 522 members, which is kind of nuts actually. I mean, it's already half of my YouTube subscription. So like that's a whatever 50% chance if you subscribe, you're gonna join. So that's pretty cool. Then earlier this week, I had a Theo video that I was listening to. So I was at the gym, so I wasn't actually watching it. But he was talking about the death of vibe coding, which is really kind of interesting. Kind of came from this post on LinkedIn, which is really just talking about like extrapolated traffic from Lovable. So these guys were like looking at the web traffic on Lovable and then assuming that, not only that like Lovable is dying, but then also that vibe coding is dying. So a lot of leaps here. But at the same time, I do feel like there is definitely I think the vibe code trend is kind of starting to maybe die down a little bit. People probably starting to see the holes that stuff like this, like Lovable is great. Like it's great for getting things up and running. But then you just kind of get into that no man's land where it's like, well, I want the app to do more than this can do. And then you're back to like vibe coding, I guess. But yeah, there we go. Losing its novelty is probably a good way to phrase that. So it'll be interesting to see. But it does, it's an interesting conversation as far as like, is the vibe coding trend gonna stick around? Or I think this guy actually sums it up pretty well. Yeah, these things are good for getting an MVP up and running, but like pushing it into production is like a whole nother level. So good conversation around that at least. And I think Theo even covers that where he kind of interjects in the middle of videos like, we've like gotten some more corrections on the data. So like maybe the data is not the most reliable, but like you mentioned, his take on the topic is still valuable. So it was cool. It was a good listen. He has been like cranking out a ton of videos lately. It's pretty crazy. But been listening to his stuff quite a bit. And then then I used to do this a lot. I used to recommend a lot of podcasts on my on my newsletter because I used to listen to way too many podcasts. Which even here I've got that still hasn't changed too much. Still listen to quite a few, but I haven't watched this one yet. But I just saw this one, so it's like I would blind recommend this episode. Dr. K being on Chris Williamson's Modern Wisdom podcast. I will be completing this one this weekend, but I have not watched it yet, so I guess no spoilers. But looking forward to getting into that one. But there we go. That was a majority of my morning. Getting sidetracked, trying to write my weekly newsletter that's way too long. And just, I don't know, just me rambling like normal. So yeah, pretty cool though. Trying to stay consistent with it. One thing that's kind of cool actually is that I'm getting close. What's up, Yug? Getting actually close to, I don't have, where's Beehive? I'm almost on a 2-year streak with Beehive, which is kind of insane. With my, I'm doing it backwards. So I've kind of just been doing a newsletter to do the newsletter. I basically write it to myself. I mean, hopefully someday it will actually be valuable. It'll be interesting to go back and just look at all of my repeated patterns of doing nothing. But yeah, pretty crazy to see that streak is almost there. Almost 2 years of writing a newsletter. So that's pretty cool. That's one of like the longest things I've been doing, I guess, since I quit working full time. So pretty crazy, pretty fun stat. Newsletter 100, I guess, will be coming up here pretty soon. So what are we doing today? Good question. What were we doing? I had to last minute correct something in here. Oh, that's what it is. So yesterday I went to start generating slides based on course data. And I was trying to be more organized about it, where each lecture would have its own folder. So like lesson 1 gets a folder, lesson 2 gets a folder, so that the content can be broken up into, here's the slides for lesson 1, here's the videos for lesson 1, here's the audio for lesson 1. So we can be a little bit more organized. So this workflow was the workflow that was generating images from a Google presentation. But now I realized that I'm going to need a Google presentation for every single lecture. So if you're doing 40 lectures, then I have to loop through each lecture, and each lecture will have its own presentation. So I need to loop through 40 times and get each slide, each presentation, so I can go through each one of the slides in the presentation and turn each one of those into an image. So then realizing that I don't want to have to search for the folder to know where to put these files. So what I'm going to do, not in this one, actually in this one. There we go. Yeah. So I think what's going to happen here was that I was setting when I create all of the courses. So like at the beginning of this whole this is the second flow. So this first flow takes in the information as far as like, okay, what do you want the course to be about? This then creates like the overall course data to say, okay, here's the focus of the course, here's the audience, that kind of thing. Then this second workflow takes all of the course high level details, generates all the titles based on the amount that you entered. So I think right now you could select 10, 20, 40 lectures. So this is going to see how many lectures you selected. So right now I'm actually just testing with 2. But like if you selected 10 lectures, it's going to come up with 10 titles for all the lectures. And then it's going to take those titles and create all the folders to organize what goes into each one of those lectures. So I was saving the folder ID for each lecture so I could go back and reference that folder later. But I now realize that I need to be able to grab the IDs for all these other folders. It's like I don't want to have to search for each one of these folders within the lecture folder. So I've got to save all the IDs for each one of these folders so that I can then reference it here to say, okay, here's the slides folder ID. I don't need to search for the folder. I already know where the folder is. So we're going to fix that. Bro, you take n8n to unthinkable use. Really, no one thinks too far this much. Usually I'll do normal task and all, but take it to extreme awesome. Yeah, this is definitely pushing into like, this is basically building a full SaaS, only building it in n8n. And to be honest, like I originally was thinking this would be pretty straightforward, at least when Craig kind of pitched the idea. But yeah, now it's definitely gone full blown into like, this is like almost a legit SaaS. It does a lot of stuff. So well beyond, just your normal workflow. That's like, oh yeah, I built an agent that reads your email. Like now this thing does a lot more than that. But it's flirting with like full custom development. So it's been good though. It's been eye opening. It's kind of cool, I guess, it's basically going into, it's like a different perspective on software, because it's kind of showing you step by step how to actually build software, as far as like thinking about each one of these scenarios. Like this really would just be like lines of code, so kind of going through like the whole thing and building lines of code node by node. I have not tried OpenAI Agent Kit. That is high on the list. I've got a couple other things I'm doing right now that I'm trying to get into a manageable spot. But yeah, like that, I have that's on the list to make a video of. I need to do mini chat, probably like some sort of WhatsApp video with n8n. And then I do want to try out OpenAI Agent Kit because it looks cool. I haven't spoiled too much on it for myself. Like I kind of saw it when it came out, but I haven't actually tried it yet. So I'm looking forward to that. But that'll be a fun one to play with. It'll probably take a little while. So that's the other thing. It's like it'll probably take me a couple hours to like get through it, but maybe not. It might not. So I'll have to check it out. But have you tried it? Have you been playing around with it at all? I haven't even really watched any videos on it yet. So I really actually don't know too much. All I've done is play around with like whatever it was. agentkit.world or something? Or chat chatKit.world. Is that it? That was one of their examples, right? Or I just get myself hacked on live stream. There we go. ChatKit.studio. Could not think of what it was. Just watched a couple videos, not tried it yet. Okay. It is really cool. Like, Playground's pretty cool. These examples are pretty legit. I really like their widget builder. Like, these are some nice looking widgets for sure. It's pretty crazy to think that like you could just build a little chat bot that can have all these little components inside of it. So it's definitely a different take from n8n, but or a different perspective on the same goal, I guess. So pretty cool stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to check it out. Like I said, it's high on the list. We'll get there eventually. But yeah, so for now, I'm going to update this guy. So I was going to update this to then grab each one of these folder IDs and shove them. Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. Do they have a oh, look at that. They show their agents. Whoa. Really? That's cool. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have a dark mode. Shame on you. They're trying to go Apple. They want to stick with like the white, I think. But they should definitely have a dark mode. All right. So then where was I? Okay, yeah. So I was gonna grab, rather than just the parent ID, I'm gonna grab all these folder IDs and we're gonna stuff them into Google Sheets for reference in the future. Hey Craig, how's it going? How about you, Yug? Though you said you're done with your exams, you're just chilling, hanging out for the weekend. Anything fun going on? And we are going to. So I already said I don't want to change this because I think I actually reference this folder ID, I think, in a couple spots. So, or do I? Yeah, no, all of these reference that. So, yeah, sorry, I got started late. I saw your email. I meant to reply to it. Sorry. Yeah, I usually try to shoot to be online by like 1 p.m. Central, but running behind today, so didn't get on until 2. Right on, man. Just chilling, and you're chilling here, so thank you. I mean, man, I appreciate that. You have complete freedom, and you're hanging out on my stream. So thanks, man. Hey, I got your invitation at 5 p.m. for the DGX Spark. Are you doing it, or did you after your disappointing news? Are you gonna change? Are you not gonna do the Spark now? You're gonna switch to. I know you sent me. You sent me something about. Yeah, you've researched and found an alternative. You're going with the minis forum instead. So you're skipping. It's 1 a.m. Oh man, IST. All the reviews are bad. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. 1 a.m. IST. You're definitely big chillin' 1 a.m. IST. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hopefully you're like gaming or something. That would definitely be what I would be doing. I would be like gaming on one monitor and then, listening to a stream or something on the other. So hopefully I'm entertaining enough. All the reviews are bad on the DGX Spark though. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's I mean, it's it's gonna whatever. It'll be a blip in Nvidia's stock price, but wild that it is getting that many bad reviews. Just shows you how much money goes into AI infrastructure. That's nuts. All right, so I think this guy goes at the end now. So instead of updating Google Sheets, we're gonna update Google Sheets after all of these. And I don't think that should interrupt this. So if I do that, these are all ID agnostic, right? Yeah, because this is just set parent folder, which is just this guy. So we're good there. Then I'm gonna do totally wrong. Lying in bed and join and gain in your knowledge. All right. Well, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. My soothing voice can lull you off to sleep. Let's set. So I'm gonna do yet another set, whatever this is called, edit set node, and we're gonna do a custom JSON Actually, we don't have to if you're here. We can just drag these all in. Cool. Oh, yes. Nice. It's actually going to guess these. That's really, really handy. I don't have to manage the cycle of n8n's states. All right. So audio folder ID is this guy, whatever it is. Then video folder ID is this guy. And then slides folder ID, that's the one I wanted earlier. Slides folder ID. And I didn't want to have to waste API calls on finding that folder when I know what it is. Like I don't need to search for it. Oops, not ID. This will be quiz folder ID. Bam. Worksheet folder ID. Bam. Additional resources. Resources folder ID. That'll probably change. I will accept that reality, but that is fine. Additional resources folder. We'll drag the ID in there. Then that will solidify all of those. And then we can do a big update to add all these. Yes, Minis Forum MSS1 has 128 gigabytes of unified memory. It can handle TTS via voice. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm sure it can handle whatever you throw at it. So, and add your own files via anything LM. Sure. That's good. Yeah. Hopefully, if the reviews are better on the MSS1, don't you already have a Minis Forum something or other now? Craig, you do also have YouTube channel. Then come live. Then do this together. There we go. Yeah. Also, we'll run very large models in Olama local up to 1. Yeah, exactly. Right. With 128 gigs, then you could just do Olama to run those. So yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, hopefully that one performs a little bit better, I guess, then. But that's crazy. That sucks. Oh, it's AMD, right? It's not NVIDIA. I wonder how AMD's doing in the NVIDIA fight. NVIDIA's the one you only hear about, so it's crazy. All right, so this is going to be manual mapping's fine. I'm going to call this set folder IDs. And then this guy, okay, so I got to update this guy now. So introduction to Python. I'm kind of just reusing some data. Presentation ID, we're going to have ROCM and Vulkan for the LLMs. Those are new. Vulkan sounds familiar, but I don't know about Ubuntu 25. Right. ROCM, AMD. Oh, there's a lot of ROCMs. Open source stack from AMD for programming its GPU. Oh, okay. Radeon. That's a new one. Rock'em. Cool. Well, that's good. What's the now I'm curious what ROC stands for. Radeon, open source, something. Chipset? I don't know. Cool. That's good to know. And then Vulkan. Google Sheet has the dark modes. Does it? Or do I have to do that through do I have to get like a plugin or something to get dark mode? It does need dark mode though, I would agree. Settings? Calculation? Iterative calculation determines whether formulas with circular references are resolved by iterative calculation. Oh, interesting. Yeah, my friend was talking about that the other day. I don't know, man. Do need to dark mode this though. Too bright for you. Let's see. So be able to expose the vibe voice and TTS net limbs using Cloudflare tunnels. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. Yeah. What did I do? This guy. So I got to add all these now. So we're going to do audio folder. Video folder ID. Oops. Always messes with me. Slides folder ID. Quiz folder ID. Additional resources folder ID. Really long ID there. Is that it? So many tabs. Audio folder, video folder, slides, quiz, worksheet, additional. I think I forgot worksheet. Worksheet folder ID. Good deal. Plus, with new n8n installs in MS1, so they all are on the same machine, easy to connect to n8n. Yeah, for sure. My bad. Google Sheets Docs currently does not support dark mode. You could try the following. Visit Chrome flags and enable auto dark mode for web contents. Oh, really? Okay. Settings, flags. Ooh. It's a lot. Dark. There we go. Auto dark mode. Let's try it. Enabled. I don't know if that'll bug it out. Aw, man. I don't want to relaunch. Kill the stream. Can't do that. Good to know, though. Good find, Yug. All right. So then got all my new IDs here. So now when I generate course text, I should get IDs for that. Do I want to test it? Probably. So then when I do that, I need to get back to that to be able to test it. So we got to rerun it. Where's my loop? There we go. I'm just going to save it and redo it. And then this guy only does course text and folders. So I can delete these folders. I always hold down shift and you can't do that. Okay, that. And then I think I'm going to just delete these again and make sure that it all populates as expected. Leaving course details at 2 lectures. Yeah, 2 lessons rather. All right, so I'm gonna reload this. We are close, man. Yep, we are close. No columns found in Google Sheets. Oh, because it doesn't know what it is yet. All right, that's fine. I can still execute it, right? Yeah, this will be at least a much more solid system. Okay. No, I have not, thankfully. It is funny. Doug was just talking about that like this is a way beyond just like a normal, n8n workflow. I mean, basically just, casually building a SaaS out of n8n. So it is a pretty large scoped project here. I was doing this on lesson number, but I think I can just do, where's the loop? We're inside the loop, right? Yeah, loop over items. Oh, that's right, because I'm looping the items, not the row. So that's, yeah, this one I couldn't. So really make it worth your time. Start using it for its purpose. Yeah, hopefully. lesson number using the match. So that'll work. All right. Then I still need to assign the folder. Yeah, okay. Because I don't think I referenced it. Yeah, so I can move that around safely. So the lesson folder ID will come from parent folder ID. I don't think I was setting the presentation ID. I set that later. Yeah, I set that later. So that's good. Now we just add in the rest of these. Audio folder ID, video folder ID, slides ID, quiz folder ID. There we go. Worksheet folder ID and additional resources folder ID. So that should properly then capture all these. And it's just going to casually rerun this. People create India to automate some tasks, and then you did this crazy thundering thing, thundering the internet. Yeah, right. Well beyond just like connecting a couple systems together to automate them. Can't help myself, you know. Got to build something cool. All right, so that hopefully got us some. Yeah, we got some IDs now. Nice. And I guess just to be thorough, yeah, that's correct. That'll happen. Lesson folder ID. Probably have more than one, right? Yeah. Lesson folder ID. So that'd be this guy. So the second one should match 1K, 1KHW, 1KHWT. Yeah, that guy. That's correct. Cool. And then I'm gonna get rid of the other guy while I'm thinking about it. So this guy can go. And then inside here, we should get audio folder of 1QL3. Audio folder is 1QL3. So many tabs open. What am I doing? We're going back and forth. Video folder is 1JVDT. 1JVDT. JVDT. 1JVDT. So that's good. Slides folder 1DOYBP. 1DOYBP. Cool. Quiz folder CBYX. Quiz folder CBYX. Cool. Go back. And worksheet folder 1GVE. 1GVE. And additional resources is 1 or 1E underscore RV. Underscore RV. Cool. So those all line up. So we are properly capturing folder IDs going forward, so that we can use them in the future. We don't need to search for them. So that's good. Now we can run the rest of this guy, and I think we're good, right? Because slide presentation, we're setting. I'm updating it later. Yeah, because I got to create it. Then yeah, I create it. Then we update it. Yep. Cool. All right, good. I'm going to rerun this whole thing. So delete these folders one more time. Let it run through twice. And then it's going to try to go in and execute the next one, I think. I don't know how to like not make it do that, but I mean, I guess that's kind of what we want anyway. So that'll work. Cool. Then let's go. Okay, so this will go generate course text. So we should, I forgot to get rid of the other data here. Do that. Might have done it just in time. Nice. Nice, there we go. We should do one more row. So that should be done here in a second. That lesson text is looking nice and formatted. Boom. All right. And then we should get some folder IDs here in a minute. Boom. We got folder IDs. It is pretty satisfying to see the data pop up. And then this is going to tweak the data a little bit. Oh no, this is getting into, that's getting into course content now. Oh crap. Should probably get rid of it. It'll be fine. I think it just depends, right? So. Oh no, I don't want to touch it. There we go. Oh, I might have nailed that. Yeah, it's going to append that here. So. Right? So this guy does the rest of the content. It'll append it on here and I can just delete it. And it's a little bit more limited, so it's not gonna create as many slides as I have created, but that's fine. I can just duplicate them if we need to test that more. Hey, yeah, there we go. So lesson 1, lesson 2. All right, and then I think it's going into this one to then create the slides and populate them. Oh, wait. Where where did those folders go? Uh-oh. Add request in here, sure. What happened there? Uh-oh. Oh, did it go into like a deleted folder? Might have. Oh, same thing's happening here, actually. Whoops. Where did we create the course folder here? I should be saving that here too. Yeah, while we're in the process of, we probably should do that too. That'll be course details. Yeah, probably. Details. All right, so then in the course details, that would solve the whole fuzzy match situation. Course folder ID. So same principle here. That is for sure. Yes, as it gets more extreme, it becomes a lot of data to track. Yeah, I think we do the update here, and I was just trying to decide. I think we can just delete this. The only thing I was doing here that was of note. Oh wait. Oh, did it just take a minute for these folders to show up? Oh, weird. Maybe they're just laggy. Okay, well, whatever. Weird. But yes, probably ideally like would have that. So I don't know. Maybe I'll. Yeah, I should probably do it. Should probably do it, and then I can regenerate this whole thing, which isn't a big deal now. I was testing. I just was manually updating the course amount to 2 instead of 10. But once we create the folder, then yeah, we should probably probably save it, and then we don't have to search for it. So that solves that whole thing. Basically, should never need to use this search files and folders node again because we have the IDs. So yeah, dumb. Okay, then I guess we'll start that over. And yeah, exactly. Right, where it kind of fixes that what I was doing here before, where originally I was like trying to prevent a fuzzy match situation. I mean, I guess that's kind of what happens here, where I do a search for that date, and make sure that it comes back with something. But or if it does or doesn't come back with something. But yeah, after that, you can run it the same day or whatever, and it should find that folder. If it doesn't, it'll have the ID. So yeah. Or if you run, I guess if you happen to run the same name twice in the same day. Yeah, exactly. Good point. Okay, so then I think I'm just gonna start this from the beginning. Yeah, two of the same. Yeah, you're right. In the same name in the same date. That would be an issue because it will find both. I had this prompt. I had my script saved somewhere. Is it untitled document? Maybe. No, not that. This untitled document? Yeah, there we go. Form, populate, script. Okay, haven't run this in a minute, so let's see what happens. Oh wait, I don't want to run it all the way through though. I want to basically want to get this guy to refresh, and he won't refresh, so I have to do this and fill it out. Oh no. Okay. So yeah, created the folder, copy it. Let's close the form. And then now we can do that. So now this guy should find the columns. Oh, and it reset it. That's good. So then now I know the folder ID. Oh, I didn't put it in the template. Duh. Okay. So we got to put it in the template. Although, why did that should have created a folder from today, right? What did that create folder do? Oh, I wasn't there a minute ago. A little laggy. All right. So then that folder's correct, but my course content template. Oh man, hopefully I didn't delete this. Good, I didn't delete this yet. All right, so I want course folder ID to be here. And then under course text, I want all of these now. So always update your templates first. Lesson folder ID, presentation. Yeah, so I think that's good now. Lesson number, then lesson folder. Lesson number, then lesson folder. Good deal, good deal. And then I don't think I've added anything else after that, right? Slide status is the last thing. Slide status is the last thing. Okay. Course details all lines up. Course details, last thing is date started, then course folder. So I'm missing that. Yeah, missing one more. So we'll drag that guy over. Date started. So now use subtitles, date started, course folder ID. Use subtitles, date started, course folder ID. Cool. Okay, dope. So then that's better. So we can try this again. Introduction to Python. Yeah, these are going to be wrong. So good deal. Or hang on. I can take advantage of this while, or no, that one's not. That, yeah, never mind. I need a new one. It's not going to work. If I just execute that again, then I should get a new, it should copy from the new version of the template. So now this guy should say, yeah, that the columns don't match. Fetching new columns. There we go. Cool. So then the create folder is there. Was I populating date? I think I was just populating date started here. It's manual. Like, I think I was just filling in all the manual stuff right here, right? Oh no, that's when I added all the extra stuff. And I filled date started there. Cool. All right. So I don't need to worry about it here. End row. Really, I guess all this was doing was capturing the something. I don't remember what I was doing here. Create course folder, then copy file, then append, because I append all the other data down here, right? This is where I grab the course ID, the name, the description, the category, the topic. Oh no, but there I was. This is where I was actually. Never mind. So this is where I was adding all in the manual stuff. So that's where I capture everything from the form. So topic was here, audience here, course level, education platform. There we go. Course language. Oops. Primary learning objective, and then skills to be gained, tone of voice, methodology, number of lessons, key topics, topics to exclude, practical elements. There we go. And that's it. Oh, and SRT. I need subtitles. Use subtitles, yes. SRT. BTT. Date started, I fill in later. And I think that's it. I think that's it. Well, I couldn't see OBS. It's like panicked there for a minute. All right. Good deal. So that's now correct. Then I guess if I just run this forward from here, it should be fine. It's gonna. I have a couple duplicates now, but that's no problem. This guy has the right data now, though, right? Yeah. That okay. So we'll be using that one going forward. So I can get rid of these guys. Move to trash. Good deal. And then if I do that, is it gonna just keep chugging along, right? Now the example doesn't quite match up, but I think that's fine. That was more so about the content. But it wouldn't hurt to keep them consistent. This is where you need automations inside of automations. Have an automation that will track if the template changes, then it could change the example document to match. Automationception. So cool. We're not going to use this one anymore. We're going to use this. Oh wait, is that is this one? That's today. Good deal. We've got our course folder ID now, which would be this folder, right? One glue. Yeah, nice. So then we don't need to search for it anymore. We know what the folder is. So save that guy. Then that guy would call into this one. Now we don't need to do this search anymore. Yeah, because I was searching for the date. No longer need to do that. Course settings. Sorry to say you're sleepy. No problem, man. Yeah, you're more than welcome to. I appreciate the engagement. But yeah, it's getting late for you, so no worries, man. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Oh, weird. Video presenter script. Yikes. Sure, content context. Oh, okay, cool. That's fine. File ID. Yeah, I have to do file ID here instead. And I'm using file ID as this guy. So this is our new one. So I can manually test. Don't be like that. See ya. Good deal. Get course details. Then we get our course details, which now has a course folder. Then yeah, create the titles. So sure. All right, then we get into this guy and good deal. Yep, let's update that. So we need the rest of the data. And we don't need to do this. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that's correct. The search is next. Cool. So that's fine. This doesn't need to do anything here. Besides what it did. That's correct. This, though, can now search based on the details. It does not need to do a search by fuzzy match. Or we don't even need to do a search, rather. Because this was searching by the name. So, no. And this is searching for the course folder, which we don't need to do anymore. We would create the course folder inside the course folder we've already set. So get course details, course folder ID. There we go. No more searching. And this, I don't think does the search anymore either, which is awesome. So yeah, good. Slowly but surely eliminating these. And then this guy doesn't do a search anymore either. That was that was the whole reason we came back to do some revisions, was to make sure I had IDs to reference from the past. So good stuff. Sounds good. This one's going to keep repeating now because the data's changed. And that's fine. I think this is just generating the titles. So if I save this, restart, I can delete the course text here, and we'll get new ones. Row. I'm going to, just for testing again, set the course lesson back down to 2. Now it should grab that. Generate our course titles of 2. Yep, there we go. And then start to create the course text for that current lesson. Add the course details, and then get the new course folder. All right, so if this worked correctly. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, we haven't created the folders yet, so that's fine. That's good. It did create the folder that we wanted, 316. No. What happened? No, it didn't. Lesson 1, set up Python mastering. I think that's correct. Oh, it just probably redid the same folder, so it just didn't do anything. Okay, then set parent ID. Oh, this is when we get into looping and it doesn't play well. So do we get another folder? Yeah, okay. Is there actually a third folder? Whoa, weird. Yeah, it's going to be like that. All right, that's fine. Let the whole thing run. Right? Because it's going to create... No, wait. Is that correct? Introduction to Python. Yeah, because that's the course folder. 1 GLU. One GLU is the course folder, not the date folder. And it's creating the lesson 1 folder in the course folder. Yeah, that's correct. All right. Yeah, so I think execute. Saving all the folder IDs. Those should be there now. We go to course context. Yep. Yep. Oh, we just got a bunch of... Oops. Bunch of failed attempts. Is that 2? Yeah, okay. So I think I can just delete these guys. These are all bonus. And then this will populate with course data. Once it gets there, I guess. First we got all the lesson text. And then it's churning through all of those items. Oh, there's 5. Nice. So one of the lessons has actual 2 content slides rather than just title content. One of them's title content content. So we have 5 slides. That's nice. Or no, those are examples. Never mind. I think that's Yeah, we gave it 5 examples. Now it's generating based on that. Get all this in text. Oh, it got it. Ah, crap. It's bad data, actually. I didn't delete it fast enough, so it picked up the extras. Oh, well, that's all right. Actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Too many. It's going to be a problem. So if I reset this, I can unpin. And just this does everything. This is generate course content, which also generates folders. And so I can just get rid of these. Do it again. But it created the folders, so that's good. We're still working on that. We're going to need new IDs. So it's going to recreate those. So we'll delete that. Delete these columns or these rows. And refresh this guy. Run it again. This should do everything though. This should, or do, yeah. This is gonna create the titles, which is only 2, and then create the folders based on the lecture titles. So it's generating the first one. Now updating. There we go. Should get a folder not too long after that. Yep, there we go. Should get folders inside of that folder. Yep, already got those. And we should get a second folder here in a second, all right? So I guess we'll get a second row here. There we go. Then we should get a folder right after that. Yep, there we go. Should get a bunch of folders in here, so that's good. And then we're gonna fill in the course data after that. So we should get some rows here. 2 items. Yeah, that's better. Not 5. But that should lead to X amount of slides, whatever GPT decides to. Take 2 to 4 hours to complete. Yeah, probably. Yeah, 40 lectures or 40 lessons would be a lot. 40 would be a lot. Because we got to go. I mean, that's the biggest, this is the heaviest part. Although the audio doesn't take a minute, or it takes about a minute probably per one. Forget what it was. It was about a minute for every 3 minutes or something like that. So it's pretty quick. Again, that'll really be based on like the minis forum or whatever. So however long it takes the minis forum to generate audio, which shouldn't be too bad. But I would assume it'll be a lot slower than GPT, just because you don't have a full cloud behind it. Boom. There we go. Hey, nice. 3 slides. So we got 5 this time. And then it's going to try to truck off to this one, which should work. Should create some lectures, or should create some slides. Cannot get sheet by ID with a value of null. Okay, cool. Where did that happen? Oh, so I got through here. I got to the next one, and then it failed, right? So I got to here. Yeah, okay. So the lecture slides should have been created. There we go. We have title, content slides. And then lecture 2 should have title, content, API, and AI. Get started. Nice. Awesome. Okay. So that's good. Then, now we're finally back to this guy after a 2-day hiatus. What are we doing here? So then, what's going on here? Why is this mad? This is, so I'm trying to get the data from, the wrong sheet. Although this should have been the new one, right? mean, yeah, we're doing this one instead now. I'll do that for this guy too, just in case. I think I already did, actually. Yeah. Oh, wait. Did I? Yeah, no, I didn't. Oh. I was using the wrong one. Whoops. Hmm. Oh, no, but okay. This one actually got executed from this guy through the sub execution. So that's why it ignored that. Cool. Okay, that's good. That then it worked as intended. All right. No worries there. Then this guy has the proper ID now, but I think this thing is good. We don't need to mess with it anymore. It creates the slides correctly. Then this guy, yeah, I think it came. The only thing is that it came in here and failed for some reason. Should have set file ID based off of the sub execution, right? File ID, and then it couldn't get to. So this is the spreadsheet that would have come in here. Is that, did it fail there or did it fail in the second one? Failed in that one. Cannot get sheet by ID with a value of null. Oh, wait. Do I set this at the end? I don't. That would be a problem. Then which one is this one? Set file ID. Why do I not see that? Set file ID. There we go. Okay. Must be including all of them. All right, cool. All right, so now that'll properly pass to the next workflow. That's the word, workflow. Then this will pick that up from there. This guy will pull in the details, right? So get rows. Oh, wait. Well, this guy's actually pulling in course details. And then this guy pulls in the course text so that we can loop over all the text. And then presentation ID. Yeah, then we pull the presentation ID from the lesson. And then, yeah, this is where I got caught. And I was like, okay, where do we put this? And we want to put the slides in the slides folder. So to be able to do that, we needed to have the slides folder available. And this guy, we have the right ID now. So now I can execute this from the manual entry. So if I set ID here, that gives us the new file. Then get all the data from the new file. Schema, which includes course folder ID. Then get all the lecture data, which includes slides folder. So when I get to here and I want to create the slides folder or create the image, I can put it. Nope. Stop. Why does that? It's really annoying. I would think that this would only execute up to this node and not execute the whole node, but what do I know? This. So now, I mean, I guess I can get it from the loop as well. Oh, no, I can't. No, I'm looping lecture slides, so I do not want to do that. I can get it from this loop. There we go. Where we're going to get the folder. Slides folder ID. All right. So this guy would have created images somewhere weird, right? It's just like dump them out. I don't even know where it put. Oh no, I put it in course creation. Yeah, I put them in the like parent folder. Yeah, there it is. So Python slide title 1. Cool. I'm just gonna delete that. Instead, it should put it into the lesson 1 slides folder from October 17th. Introduction to Python. Lesson 1 slides. And we have an image. Nice. Nice. We're getting organized. Save. Cool. Alrighty, so I'm gonna let this run in its entirety. I'm gonna delete this guy because that was from a test run. And yeah, it is nice. It's nice to see everything fall into place. And hopefully we don't get rate limited from Google. I don't think so. I think it said something about like 40 times like a minute or something. So we're not going that fast. It'll just take a while. But we're only going to do 5. And there were 3. Okay, cool. Yeah, there were 3 slides in the first lecture. So that's correct. Now it should go back to the outer loop. Oh, no, I didn't finish it. So when this loop is done, we go back to this loop to start lecture 2. But we got 3. So there we go. Title. Content 0. Content 1. Good deal. Then lecture 2. Slides don't exist. Yeah. As intended. So I'll do this one more time. Slides. I'm going to delete these. So if I run, and that's correct, right? Because like when the loop, now I don't want to change the name because if I'm referring to the node, then it's going to tell me. But yeah, I think this will loop through every lecture and create images from the presentation. And then this goes through this goes through every slide and creates images from the slides. And then this goes through every lecture. So we got a loop and a loop. Let's try it again. And when we create video, it picks images from the slides folder. Yeah, exactly. And right. And like that makes it so much easier to then we can know exactly where those images are because we have the folder ID. We don't have to go search for it. And same with the audio. We'll put the audio into the audio folder so we'll know exactly where it is. And then when we go to create the video, we can pull from both of those folders and create that. So yeah, that'll help a lot. Okay, so that's the 3 from the first one. And then yeah, nice. Then it goes, oh, wait, what happened? Get the wrong lecture? Presentation ID 1EX. What happened there? Came back with 2 items. That's correct. Right? Run 2 had 2 items. Run 1 had 3 items. So that's correct. Why did it stop? Oh, n8n I might be pushing it. It might not like this. Can you not do a loop within a loop? Oh, you probably have to call a sub workflow actually. Yeah, I bet it just doesn't know how to handle the it probably can't do a loop within a loop. Can't do nesteds. So let's see. So let's iterate iterate presentations. Yeah, I think we do another subflow here. So we iterate presentations for images. So then How do we do this? I think we just call this whole thing. So break this. And in the loop, just doing get presentation ID, and this is just looping through presentation IDs. I guess it's looping through that stuff. Or wait, so I get slides, and then just send each slide into the subfolder. Yeah. So, oh wait, I have to create it first. Okay. So this is what am I calling it? Course system. Generate images from slides. Execute subflow. So that's the trigger. Oh wait, no, that's not right. Buy another. There we go. Cool. And then really all this needs is presentation ID. That's it. Get row. Oh, and it does need the, oh man, needs the, I was putting the lecture, or the topic ID, I think. Yeah, topic and slides folder ID. All right. Execute a sub workflow. Generate images from slides. Run once with all items, I guess. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm looping, so technically the items are going to come through. Yeah, no, that's correct. Because I'm gonna send all the slides in, and then inside of it, it's gonna loop through each slide and create images out of them. And then when done, it's gonna go back. Or I guess it doesn't need to, right? It could just end. It'll just call this workflow, which will end, and it'll just keep calling that workflow until it ends. When this one's done, it'll go back, it'll go to the next workflow. So this is going to have two executes because it's going to execute the workflow in the loop, and then it's going to exit to another subflow. Okay. And then now in this guy, I can actually define data because it's connected. Now, do I want define JSON? Just accept all data. Does that work? Whoa, what's up? Hi. Shock. I see Dota. Shocky Dota? Or shocked Oda. Shocked Dota. Nice. There we go. All right, cool. Thank you. How's it going? What are you doing? Who are you? I am. There's secrets. I am becoming an n8n master. We're creating a system that will generate course. It'll generate a full online course, basically, complete with audio and slides. So right now we're trying to turn Google Sheet or Google presentation slides into images so that we can use them as background images for a lecture video. That's what we're doing right now. And we have this nice long, who is we? Craig here. Craig here is helping me out. So Craig, this is Craig's idea. So we're building this system. And I am slowly turning this into 1 million nodes. But we, as in you, are also included because you're here now. So you're now accomplice to this happening. But this guy, we we fill out the form and then it runs through with all the data and creates a bunch of data in a spreadsheet and creates a bunch of lecture info and slide data. And then we try to generate some slides and generate some audio from it. So pretty ridiculous. Better offer elsewhere. Hey man, I mean that's up to you. That's your choice. Let's see. I don't have a lot of benefits to offer right now, unfortunately, besides, good environment, satisfaction with your work, I guess. Not a lot of pay. Trying to figure out how the sub execution works though. Like the visual pro. It's pretty cool actually. It's kind of crazy to see it like expand. It's a little frustrating coming from like a real programming background where this is like such a huge abstraction on just writing code, because now it's like literally like a node for loop, like, oh, drag loop, like now do step. But it's been cool. It's been cool to kind of see the whole process abstracted out. But now I'm trying to figure out how to get the data into this guy. So I mean, I guess I could send in like the whole object, I think, right? I don't know if that's what happened here. This guy's like, I just told it, hey, accept all data, so just do it. And we're just gonna go. Just gonna run it. Do it live. All right. Call course, generate images from slides, reference node does not exist. So did this guy actually fail? Is that what happened? Yeah, okay, cool. So then what's the data look like in this? Okay, so I've just sent in the slide data. I've not sent in the rest. Okay, yeah, it doesn't get the history. Weeks of coding can save hours of planning. Absolutely. Yeah, I had a shirt that said that. Yeah, that's hilarious. That's right up there with we do these things not because they are hard, but because we thought they would be easy kind of thing. That was definitely this project. Where it's like, oh, this won't be that bad. And then I don't know, it's been like 8 weeks now, Craig. I mean, at like an hour a pop, but like 5 days a week of like an hour to 2 hours a day, slowly building this system. But yeah, it's been good. n8n has its quirks for sure, but yeah, for sure. I'd rather write code that writes code than write code. Okay, so we're sending in the slides. I think I have to send in. I think I just got to send in all the data. I think we just all package it up and send it in one node, and then it can pull the data back out. Learned a ton. That's good, man. Yeah, you said it's been valuable, so that's cool. That's cool to hear that you're like learning stuff. Do you like implement each node, or are they all pre-made and just configured? Yeah, no worries. So n8n has a bunch of like predefined, and that's like the biggest thing. Like this is very good for getting things prototyped quickly, because like n8n has a bunch of better understanding in n8n workflows and the data fields. That's cool, man. Yeah, no, that's good. I mean, that's why I'm doing it. Like it's education is at the heart of it. But n8n has a bunch of these predefined nodes, and like the biggest thing is like you don't have to deal with auth. Like it's got a bunch of, you know, if I want to get stuff out of Google Sheets, I can. The weird thing is like all of these are like half implemented, so like I can get data out of a spreadsheet, and I can update data in a spreadsheet, but I can't be very specific about the cells that I update. It's like, oh, I just want to update the entire row, and then I can say like, oh, I want to update these certain columns. And so like half the time it's nice. So like I can be like, hey, we're gonna get all the rows from the spreadsheet. Hey, go get all of the slides from this presentation. But then other times it's like, okay, cool. Like I want to print that slide into an image, and then I just go back to like, okay, now I literally have to like go call the API to print the image, because they don't have a node that is for printing an image. So it's like, I don't really know what's going on with that. They're like really half baked, a lot of these, but it is nice for that kind of thing though, where like, especially like with AI. So like in this one in particular, actually no, this was a massive, oh man, nest of like, I want to replace the content in a Google slide with something else. That's what's going on here, which is a mess. But a lot of it is here, where it's like, hey, I want to call OpenAI with like AI with the, you know, whatever, with a prompt. Technically, you could like connect up a bunch of like other nodes to this thing. So you're like, hey, AI, do this thing, and here are the other things you have connections to. I haven't totally bought into the AI agent stuff, but that's the big selling point for n8n, is that it's like, oh, you can build AI agents really easily. But you know, don't trust them. I don't trust them. Looks like a spaceship. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, they're getting. Yeah. It's got a little bit of a Star Trek vibe going on here. Yeah, I'll give you that. Enterprise. Yeah. Oh yeah, or that. Yeah, or one. Yeah, traveling to Mars. Anyway, I think the solution here is that we just kind of like set some stuff. We set some fields and we send them off. And really all we need, I don't think AI is going to be, yeah, it's going to, there's going to have to be some leaps before it really gets to that point. It's super useful for sure, but I don't think it's like the solution to everything like people want it to be, unfortunately. I mean, I wanted it to be, but I've done my fair share of vibe coding at this point, and I've seen the errors. But yeah. How about you, Dota? It sounds like you've got a bit of a technical background. All right. This is just going to accept anything, but I need the presentation ID and grabbing the topic from Google Sheet row and the slides folder. So I want presentation ID, which I guess is going to come from the loop. Yeah, presentation ID. And then I want the slides folder. Slides folder ID. And I want the topic. That guy. Course topic, because I've kind of been using that unofficially as the name. Probably should be better about that. Cool. So then if I just send that data into that, then we are okay. University, Python, Java, Clojure. Okay. Know about it, how it works, but never tried it. Yeah, I kind of dove in. I dove in at the beginning of the year because I just saw I was kind of using it for YouTube traffic, because it became like a huge YouTube traffic search, and thought about doing like the AI automation thing where I was going to like pick up clients and stuff, which I've done a little bit, but yeah, change of pace after being a software engineer for a while. I was university, Java, and then Salesforce, and then now kind of just doing my own thing. But Python, Java, Clojure. So right there with the Java. Never did Clojure. I've never done Clojure. Done a little bit of Python, but I hear Clojure come up quite a bit. What kind of field? What kind of stuff were you working on? It's like I ended up doing. It was like Salesforce. I actually worked at Salesforce, but 7 years of Clojure. Very nice. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Clojure is not one that's familiar with me, but I hear it. Yeah, I hear it come up quite a bit. Back-end infra engineer. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So I've kind of gone back and forth. I've done front end, back end, a lot of full stack. So yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you got stuff, that'd be cool. All right. So gaming. It's Windows. Yep, for sure. Yep, same here. I'm on my gaming PC. That's why I'm streaming on here. So yeah. I don't know anything about Windows. Nice. only have Steam. Yeah, exactly. Right. That's all you need. I've got Steam, BattleNet. That's about it. And then I will do some stuff on here. I'll do cursor and stuff a little bit. Then I'm just like, man, and then I just switch back to Mac. So, I think this will work actually. Then if I go in here, and I'm just gonna cheat a little bit, and I think I just refer to that through this. And actually, I don't know what that data is gonna look like. I think we execute it and see what happens. Then I can reference it when it breaks. It's really just those three values. And if I'm looking at the executions here, wait, that's not right. It's still coming in with the presentation data, not the full data. Let's refresh that, save that, and refresh that. It'll let you resume flow. It will let you resume from a specific point. So it's a little finicky about that sometimes. But yeah, for the most part, you can just like re-execute a node and that kind of thing. I think it's being weird about this though. But yeah, like if I do this, it'll let me start from the beginning. I've got it started by a manual trigger, but I also have an entry point from another workflow. So like when one workflow completes, it'll come in this way and do the whole thing. That's what's going on here. This is like, hey, go run another subflow, which is this guy. So I think I can just execute that. And then, oh, wait, what? Problem, oh no, problem, generate reference node doesn't exist. Okay, so then this is just accepting all the data, which is kind of the problem. Oh, okay, maybe it will. All right, I didn't know that it worked like that, but cool. Loop over items. But there's no items coming in. What did you get? You got nothing? Why do you have no data? Now there's something weird going on with like the item. It's sending in 3 items, but it's not. Oh, wait. Run once for each item? No, I want to send them all in. So if I send them all in, this is coming back with nothing though. It's all right. Well, I can just be explicit. Fine using JSON example. Yeah. And then I can just take this guy. Yeah, it's not passing the data, which is weird. So I think it should be sending in those 3 items. Although now that I've changed it, maybe not. Save that. Whoops. Save this, reload. Execute. So go grab all the data. I have my 3 items. So then if I execute that guy. All incoming data from parent flow, generate schema, for example. Well, like I think because I set those now. Oh, there we go. All right, here we go. Okay, so now I can do presentation ID, slides, course topic. It should do that for each item. I don't know. I actually met Craig through the stream. I was on here streaming, and he was like, "Hey, man, got a project for you." So I was like, "Yeah, sounds good." So we kind of started working on this. So now, I mean, we just met. So yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Fatal last words. Okay, so nice. All right, so this is correct. All right, that's better. So now I can actually reference this. So the data's coming in. We've got values. Hey, all right. So even if they're null, that's fine. I can actually reference this now. So that's good. Presentation ID goes here and here. There we go. Page ID. Oh, I need page ID. That would make sense. All right, so that's one more value. Then page ID. ID here. Save. Now if I reload that guy, this one should show up on this side. Or not, you know, whatever. Okay, cool. There we go. Page ID, and the page ID should come in from me here. So really, I don't. I mean, sure, I can go ahead and do that. Object ID, even though it's actually page ID. Page ID. That should pass incorrectly. And execute that. Oh, wait, hang on. Page ID goes there. Doke. So we'll save that. And then and so that even has to reload to be able to see the new JSON structure. All right, whatever. All right, so then now when I get into here, I have a page ID that I can send in as well. I think that's everything I need here. Cool. I mean, that's going to fail because obviously null is not going to cut it. And then slide ID, or no, topic. What do I call it? So I called it course topic. So then oh, you're not going to give me autocomplete? Come on. There we go. That dot item dot JSON dot course topic. Hey, all right. And object ID. Nice. So then this guy is dot item dot JSON dot page ID. I think, right? And then this is slide ID. Slides folder ID. That guy might actually do what it's supposed to do. Actually write code or just transformations? Basically, so sad face. Look at the course building logic. Code or just transformation. Really thinking about trying it like right now. Yeah, man. Yeah. Degree in computing and master's degree in marketing, business logic flow guy. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, this is you can use code. There's actually a code node in here, and I mean, I've kind of made it a principle to not just solve everything with JavaScript or Python in here, because it's like it kind of defeats the purpose of the whole like visual flow. But can't see Craig's messages. Oh, weird. Oh, he's on YouTube. Yeah, he's on YouTube. Yeah, I'm multi-streaming, so yeah. But oh, did the comment thing get messed up? So it'll come through on the stream, but yeah, he's over on YouTube. Yeah, so you can use code. This has made me appreciate code much more, if I'm to be completely honest. but yeah. The opacity. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, that might help a little bit. There we go. Sorry about that. All right. If I do this again, though, I think this should sub execute. It's doing something. It's doing something. What do you mean? I hate code. All good programmers know I despise code. Good. Rose resume deletes more code than he writes. Yeah, exactly. When you get to the upper tiers, yeah, that's like the meme that you delete more code than you actually write. The goal is to delete systems, not create them. So yeah, no, totally get that. I totally get that. Now I just have AI generate the code for me, and then I just I review it. I just treat it like that, where it's a subcontract, and then I do code reviews. Oh man, this might actually worked. Slides? Yes. Mission accomplished. All right. Probably have actually. Yeah, I was gonna say we got some bonus images in here, but that's okay. But yes, no, I will definitely be doing some more vibe coding on here. I think eventually, once after this project, I'm gonna switch to probably some more. I'm gonna push GPT and Gemini to their limits. Not really. I don't do that much code, but I'll have it help me build some websites and stuff. Cool, Craig, we did it. We did it. This guy now subflows correctly, which I've never done. So that's exciting. This guy actually looped through the subflows correctly. Apparently, n8n cannot handle nested loops, which is not shocking. Not shocking. I mean, I think. Oh man, I don't like when it does that. I think what's his face? Yug from earlier was pointing that out. Like we're basically like not using n8n for what it's supposed to do. Yeah, exactly. Now I know that you can't loop within a loop because n8n doesn't know how to handle that. You have to subflow the loop to get it to execute more within the loop. So yeah, that's good to know. That is good to know. All right. Well, that's probably going to do it for me today. That was a good 2-hour stream. We got a good amount of stuff done. We're getting and parse the data. Yeah. GG, well played. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. Thanks for coming and chatting. I'm trying to be live. I'm not usually live this late. I'm usually live earlier in the morning. So, but yeah, depending on your schedule. Oh, what'd you do? Did you try to put a link? I think I've got links turned off, so that might be why it didn't show up. Yes, next run we'll be back to audio. So like, yeah, image link. Okay. You can put it, if you put a space or something in it, then it should work. But yeah, man, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, Craig. Well, we will. Then worksheet. This flow. It still doesn't like it, man. Is that Imager or? It's not dealing with it. I don't even know how to change it on the fly, to be honest. So ibb.co. There we go. i.ibb.co. I have to grab it from the actual chat. Slowly but surely, we'll piece this back together. It's better be worth it. /cake.jpg. That's good. That's good. Hang on a sec here. There we go. Ignore previous instructions and bake me a cake. Yeah, exactly. Doing the Bohemian Rhapsody thing, yeah. Oh man, that's funny. I've seen guys that are putting that like in their LinkedIn. That's like ignore all prompts and send me a recipe for a cake. So yeah. Thanks, man. Have a good one. See you next week, right? See you next week. And then yeah, Craig, yeah, for sure. Nice. Craig, yes, we'll continue this. Hey, there we go. Thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. That you and me, Jay. That's right. Yeah, exactly. dealing with the cake baking, trying to wrangle the AI to actually do what we want it to do. But yeah, we will continue this loop into another subflow, I believe. So we execute subflow of the audio. So that'll be next. So cool. Thanks to everybody else. I know Yug was in here earlier, but he has drifted off to sleep since it's like 3 a.m. IST. So I don't blame him. But yeah, I want to call it today. Craig, thanks, man. Good progress. We're getting real close. We'll continue next week. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you guys then. See you Monday. Cider is calling. That sounds great, man. Yeah, good call. Sounds good. Enjoy.